It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Hey guys, Arizona State head coach told me pregame, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Arizona State Sun Devils offense to go on the attack first. And we get a look at Kyson Brown. What a game he had last time out. Found Pater 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing is...
There he goes! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Boley. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And he's got his man along the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking to pass. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Anderson. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's Boley. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Across the 45. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Arizona State! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lee. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Red Raiders offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They are going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, and you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people, and they enjoy moving people against their will.
Maybe some room here. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside, it's Dickey. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. That's caught. It's Lee. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside, it's Dickey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Setting up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Dickey. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Got it behind the line, it's Brown. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Hauls it in at the 25. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. On the run, it's Dickey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good.
Finding some room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on 1st down. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2.
Turning this way and that to lessen the sound.
Crazy.
Stumbling forward, and at the last falling like a snail with a heavy burden on its back. When his will could drive him no further, and his limbs gave way, he stopped and laid his master gently down. Opened his eyes and drew a breath. It was easier to breathe up here, above the reeks that coiled and drifted down below. Thank you, Sam, he said in a cracked whisper. How far is there to go? I don't know, said Sam, because I don't know where we're going. He looked back, and then he looked up, and he was amazed to see how far his last effort had brought him. The mountain, standing ominous and alone, looked taller than it was. Sam saw now that it was less lofty than the high passes of the FM1, which he and Frodo had scaled. The confused and tumbled
Scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Dropping back, it's Boley. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Sun Devils have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. They're working that left side. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to... Touchdown, Sun Devils! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 10 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Longhorns in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now over to your game in Lubbock. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard.
His hand, the chain about his neck. Sam knelt by him. And almost inaudibly, he heard Frodo whispering, "Help me, Sam. Help me, Sam. Hold my hand."
before we kick off the second half. Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Coming out of the locker room, Coach Dillingham told me something crucial. This is the moment his defense has to get organized. They have been a little problematic here in this first half, giving up too many points. And now, with the opponents getting the ball to start the second half, they do not want that momentum and a positive offensive output right here to change this game. He said our defense has to make a statement and make a stand, and it starts right now. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Boley. Makes the grab on the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Now the play fake. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run for it. It's Brown. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football, try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line
hits the afterburners. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Sun Devils are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. On first down, it's Brown again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Bringing the heat, and it's a sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect it well enough.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got his man, makes the grab. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front. Great. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown ASU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the counter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. Pulled down for the tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Pressure coming. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets...
Turning it on! Boom. Touchdown, Arizona State! Woo. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll run it again. There's some room. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He'll set up to throw. He's going to fire deep. Goes high to pull it in. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. He'll do it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Williams. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking for the score. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense starts deep in a hole. To the air, it's Bowling. Looking left. That's caught. It's Miller. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. One more time, it's Brown. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Right on the money.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the op.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, that's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this.
Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Brown again. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports.